How's it going, YouTube? What's going on, Yu-Gi-Oh fans, or random people who just clicked on this video to see what's going on? This is Dak FTW, or Matt, back from TC Gamers with another opening. This time, I decided to kind of go with one of these bad boys, the Yu-Gi-Oh Power Cube. This is something that is sold, I believe, exclusively at Walmart at this point. I know other stores have their own versions of this, where they basically bundle and try to sell old product. I believe this is like 20 bucks. But I picked up one of these guys just to see kind of what we could get from it, mostly as a little joke, to kind of see what's going on. I've seen a couple people and have had a couple people recommend to try and open one of these up, because they're either typically very good or very bad. Now with that, hopefully we'll get a good one here, but I've heard a lot of mixed things with one of these bad boys. As you can see, it comes with 2 booster packs specifically, 1 duelist pack, 5 vintage cards, 5 rare cards, and 55 commons. Now this is generally a complete bulk of just a ton of assorted things. They say you have a 1 in 2 chance of picking up a mega pack of some kind. Otherwise they're pretty much just older boosters that they still had that they don't sell anymore typically in store. Usually, your sets that aren't as popular, things like that. In terms of the duelist pack, I mean, as far as I'm aware, that can be pretty much anything, any duelist pack out there. I wouldn't expect to see anything, kind of GX era or even potentially 5Ds era at this point. I would say mostly you'd see probably battle packs and some of those kind of duelist packs that have been out a little bit later. As vintage cards wise, as far as I'm aware, that's pretty much 5 commons from like the Legend of Blue Eyes and some of those older sets that have been kind of popping back up recently. And the holos, of course, can be pretty much anything known to man. So hopefully we'll get some good pulls. They have 2 different kinds of this. This specific kind, there's this power cube, and then there's some that has like a keychain that you can get with it, and they at Walmart specifically sell Yu-Gi-Oh keychains. Sometimes you can find their different monsters, just like Exodia and Red Eyes and Blue Eyes and the God cards and stuff. So I mean, they have some different ones that you can get in that as well. But we'll see what we get here in terms of that side. So if I can. All right, so first of all, we're going to kind of try to do this in a way that doesn't spoil everything for the video side. So we're going to look at these 2 boosters that I just pulled out. Let's see if I can get the 3rd booster. It's in here somewhere. There it is. There we go. That's what I want. I don't want cards to be spoiled anywhere. Oh, so we did get a mega pack, though. So that is nice. We did get a mega pack here. We'll go ahead and... These are all stacked in different ways. So I'm going to try to just do that. Stack them in a nice little angle. All right, so let's look at our booster. So we did get a Legendary Collection 3 mega packs. That is nice. Our duelist pack was Dimensional Guardians. And then we'll be finishing off with a Pendulum Evolution pack. So not horrible packs, but not the best. Pendulum Evolution was an alright set. It wasn't anything I'd say super special. Just your classic, 5 cards per pack, 60 card set with, of course, focusing on pendulums and mostly, kind of magicians and, of course, some fiends, but a lot of pendulum monsters. It was really kind of a set that I feel just was kind of designed to bolster the kind of market with your pendulums, get a bunch out at one time, just to kind of open the floodgates a little bit more so. Now, I mean, definitely, like I said, definitely not too bad, but with links being kind of the predominant summoning method here at this point, I wouldn't say it's necessarily the best out there. I'm very surprised that we got 2 kind of a 5 card per packs. I mean, I kind of expected it, but at the same time, it's just kind of funny that, we didn't get like, here's a 5 card per pack set, here's a 9 card per pack set. Oh, and here's your bonus lucky mega pack. All right, so Red Resonator, Cypher Spectrum, Cypher 2 Bond, Red Wyvern, which is definitely pretty good, and Double Cypher. So definitely we didn't do too well in terms of the duelist pack side. Red Resonator is pretty decent for some situations, but unfortunately no holo there or anything. All right, so now we're gonna crack our nice Yugi's World pack and see what we get out of this. Good old Legendary Collections. Now, I do like the Legendary Collection kind of sets. You know, like that they've been kind of doing those over again. You know, a lot of the older cards coming back in terms of, you know, getting nice reprints. And then, of course, you know, getting some new cards and new support mixed in. We've got Dark Sage, which, of course, is its own wonderful thing, we'll say. Chain Disappearance, The Light, Hex-Sealed Fusion, Archfiendom Gilfer, Heavy Storm, that's nice. That's still pretty nice. Oh, look at that, Pot of Greed as our secret. Of all the cards to get, the one that I can't use. But it's okay, it lets me draw 2 cards. All right, we got Fissure, which I don't really see too much anymore, but Fissure's still pretty nice of a card. The Tricky, which is always a fun one. And then, of course, Manju of the 10,000 Hands. I'm hoping one day that they'll release like a Manju of 1,000,000 hands, just to, you know, just keep up in the ante every couple years. All right, so I think that this stack here, which I think is just part of the 55. I think it just got separated by the pack. These two should be our 2 kind of you know, rarer cards, and then this should be our 55. So let's go ahead and just look through these here real quick. I want to try to save those other ones for the end. But we got the Fang of Critias, got the Claw of Hermos, Legend Part. So far we're all just following Legendary Duelist. Oh my goodness, it's like they just took a bunch of those and just stuffed them in. All right, so we got Cashback, Gravity Lash. Oh, this must be some of our vintage cards. Good old Hinatama, Maneater, Legendary Swordsman, Flame Manipulator, and Sparks. We got some ridiculously weird cards there. This is a super, so this, oh, and that's a super. Unless these are our hollows and cards got shifted around, we'll keep these off to the side. But we got a True King of All Calamities, which is pretty nice, and Waterfall of Dragon Souls. We've got Limit Code, Chadal Construct. Wow, we actually got a link in here. Mech Knight, good old Background Dragon, Elements. World Legacy Nightmare, another Background Dragon. We got doubles Insector. I'm surprised we're getting some links, to be completely honest. Now, I mean, a lot of these are Flames of Destruction cards, which is actually really surprising, because Flames of Destruction is still, I mean, it's older now, but it's still newer. It's still like a, you know, kind of a link set, which is just interesting. 3 Trolling Trolls, Corruption, Element Saber, Cyber Cell Cyclone, Proton, or Protron, Transfamiliar, which that face just gets me every time. Crusadia, good old Cyber Dragon there. So we are moving into Cybernetic Horizon, also kind of surprising. There's our nice updated version of Angel of Oblivion, Goki, Universal Adapter, Mini Borreload, Demise, Cybernetic Overflow, Link Turret. Goodness, one card. So we got, I think, really lucky with our 55 common cards here being Cybernetic Horizon and Flames of Destruction. Normally, I would say that we probably could have expected these to be older, but definitely think we got pretty lucky here. And oh my goodness, we got a Spirit Message from a good old Duelist pack. And some invasion of here. Look at that. Good old Bubble Barrier from Mega Pack 16. Shining Victories. Magic Ruler. Wow. So we actually, I would count that as another vintage card, to be honest. Horn of Light for Magic Ruler. Yeah, 3rd set. That's pretty vintage. Oh, we got another holo. So we got Ninjutsu Art Notebook. Deskbot Base, which I do still have a build that I need to make, finish making in video. John challenged me a while ago to make desk bots, because he likes calling them DAC bots, since of course I go by DAC often. But let's see here. So we've got, like I said, True King of All Calamities. We've got Waterfall of Dragon Souls, Zephyroth. Now, let's see. So those must be 3 of our 5 rare cards. And we'll finish it off with Metaltron 12, the True Draco Combatant, and Dark Magician from... Oh, I just blanked on that set, but I recognize the art there. And Dark Magician. So unfortunately, we did not get lucky and get a nice Regeki or anything super vintage like that. But it's still a fun little open. Hopefully you guys enjoyed kind of the random crap that I just pulled out of this for sure. I mean, I enjoyed opening it, and maybe we'll do something like this again in the future. Maybe we'll do like a versus, and I'll get one and John will get one, and we'll see who gets some better pulls. But always, as always, be sure to give us a comment, leave a like, subscribe, all that fun. It helps the channel out a big way. I hate having to ask for it, but it definitely helps us out there. And then of course, just let us know what kind of content you guys want to see. We're always happy to open and kind of do specific challenges, or do specific builds, or anything like that based off what you want to see. To kind of make things better for you guys. So if you want us to open something, we'll try to track it down and open it. If you want us to, review something, we'll definitely see about doing that and seeing what kind of, kind of shenanigans we can get into. But hope you have a great rest of your day.